We are gathered here today to remember and celebrate the life of our beloved brother, son, cousin, nephew, grandson, and friend, Obiola Odawa, a boy that brought joy and happiness everywhere he went, a boy that loved to be in the presence of his family and friends. He was well known for his intelligence, drive, motivation, and love for life. Everyone that met him was touched by his life and who he was. To some, he was a brother, a son. To others, he was a classmate, a friend. And to me, he was my best friend. He was the one that I looked forward to seeing during breaks or holidays. The one I looked forward to playing with when we were together. The one I slept next to during naps or bedtime. He was the one I shared my secrets and fears with. He was the one that knew of my crushes. The one that brought me back to reality when I was daydreaming about some boring class. There's only one fond memory that I have of him because I was very young. It was during the time all the kids were getting back from school for their breaks, and all of our parents, cousins, siblings, aunts, and uncles were coming back to the village in the big city. As soon as I spotted him getting out of his parents' car, I ran up to him and gave him the fattest hug. I kept circling him like a dog, excited at the arrival of her owner after a long day of separation. I followed him inside the house, hand in hand, like a married couple. He and I were too busy playing games to realize that the house was getting full of guests. The first game we played was hide and seek. He obviously was the one that did the hiding because he was good at it, and I did the seeking because I was good at it. We kind of already had all the plans figured out by pros. It was by far the longest game I've ever played. I looked for him upstairs, downstairs, the backyard, the kitchen, everywhere I could think of, but I still couldn't find him. I swear I must have been looking for him for like an hour. Because it took so long to find him, I gave up and left. A few minutes later, he came back looking for me and told me he was behind the couch with the big curtains in the window. I don't really remember much about him because I was fairly young. I had to say goodbye to him at the age of 8, and I left Nigeria with my sister and my parents for the States. I heard the heartbreaking news years later that he had passed. My heart sank, and I felt my entire body go limp. It was like a part of me died and went with him. Let's take this memorial instead as a celebration of his life. Let's celebrate his big, warm, loving, and accepting heart. Let's celebrate his intelligence and love for his family and friends. Those who are the most important to you will always find you regardless. I had given up on the game, but he didn't. He came looking for me, and never forgot me. He will always be remembered, and I know he's in a better place, watching over us all. He will forever be my angel in heaven and on